They canned Batgirl and Blue Beetle.
Yeah, they seemingly can't a lot of shit, and it's probably because people realize how dog shit most of DC's content is.
No, that was the reason they gave. They said Batgirl was so bad with audiences that they just got rid of it.
Yeah, yeah, that's exactly what it was. I watched a Critical Drinkers video about it.
Yeah, I saw the Critical Drinkers thing too.
What the fuck is up with your profile picture now? Like, okay, Squidward makes sense, but then El Macho with like a fucking lightsaber.
I saw that in a video. Somebody like really well imposed El Macho into a scene from the prequels over Palpatine. And even had really good dialogue too. So I thought it was funny.
I can imagine it already.
I'm surprised you recognized that it was El Macho.
I wasn't expecting you. So
oh, fuck! I forgot how to play this game. I've been playing it like Donkey Kong Country because all I've been playing is Donkey Kong Country.
Wait, have you been playing the old Donkey Kong Country or Donkey Kong Country Returns?
I bought Donkey Kong Country Returns for the 3DS. It was only like $15, so I thought it was good picking.
The only console I brought with me to college was the Nintendo Switch.
Oh, good pick. It's got most of the games.
Got a shit ton of games for it, too.
Like you just recently bought some?
What's that?
Like you just recently bought some games for it?
No.
Or did you just have them?
I do plan on buying some, actually, that's something that's happening lately, is, finally getting a fucking bank card.
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna finally have plastic card that allows me to get money in adult good.
Nice. I haven't been adulting very much, I've just sort of been in my status quo.
Did you get a car?
No. Oh yeah, me and the folks, we
acquired a car.
We finally got our fucking car. Okay, so here's the story behind that. The car we bought, it was taking so long, and it turns out it was just stuck on a train for about a month. So it took another month for them to get... Well, it was gonna take another month for them to get it going, so we just said fuck off, and we decided to go and buy a different car. We got our money back, thankfully.
Oh, that's good at least.
And my mom was so sick of not having a car that she just bought a new one on the spot.
Oh, wow. You still taking a break from, art commissions and stuff on the DeviantArts and the whatnots?
I think I'm just not going to do commissions anymore till I know it's what I want to do.
Understandable.
I can barely do that TF stuff on my own, let alone with what other people want. Though I have done some recently. They've mostly been remakes, though. And it's weird. It's a remake of one that's only like 8 months old, but it's a huge difference. It's weird how much better people can get at drawing in such little time.
Yeah.
But I'm also planning to do some not TF stuff.
Yeah, I haven't done much art-wise recently. It's like, basically it's just like, get ready to move to a new house, and then it's like, okay, now that you're settled in the new house, get ready to move into our apartment for college.
Rough. Funny thing was, actually, we had a idea to move. Not for you. We were going to move because we have this bat problem that we're thinking now it's just going to be too much money to solve. My mom's looking at it, and it looks like it'll be around.
Basically, just taking a look at the house and being like, "This is a piece of shit."
Yeah, but I think it was just a spur of the moment idea, and we're gonna hold it off for a while. the main idea was just because our bat problem is so bad and it's going to be too expensive to solve.
Mm.
But I think we can manage.
Yeah, did you hear back from that, like, veterinarian person about, like, the rabies thing or whatever?
Oh, yeah, I should probably tell that story on the channel, since it's a really interesting one. The fucking... Yeah, the bat came in and our dog mauled it and pissed on it. And, Reich told me that dogs pee on dead animals because they want to eat it. So Cody was planning to eat that dog at some point in the future.
God, at least with cats, that like they just swat it out of the air and just like bring it to you.
Yeah, no, Cody's a monster. And fucking when we put it in, when we got it all out of the house, we had to put it in the shoebox, and we decided I was gonna go to the dollar store to grab some floor soap so we could wash the blood off the floor. And while we were doing that, we thought, well, it's been about 3 months since I've driven at all, so we might as well practice driving a little bit. So we took a drive for around a half an hour, and we called the vet while we were there to get some advice for the bat, and they told us that they could test it, but they'd prefer it not moving. So they told us to kill it, and they said either drowning it or poisoning it would be the most humane way to do it. And, oh yeah, there was this one really funny part about it, where my mom was describing the situation to the doctor, but she described it in a weird way where she wasn't being specific about... What did she say? She said, my dog attacked a bat, and it got injured, and we don't know if it has rabies or not. Should we put it down? And I was thinking, that's not specific enough. They're going to think we're meaning the dog. So I quickly blurted out... I quickly blurted out, we're talking about the dog, not the bat. So we went back to the house, and that was the first thing Reich heard about that day. We had to wake him up to, we need your help killing a bat. And when I told him... When I told him the doctor said... I told him about what the doctor said, and he said, drowning it would be the least humane way to kill it. I was like, yeah, but that's what the doctor said. So we filled up a bucket, and Reich grabbed the bat. He just dunked the thing in the water until it died. And that was fun. We have it recorded, so if you ever want to watch that.
Yeah, just add that to the family photo album.
Eventually, that'll be one of our end shockers on the channel.
Yeah, just burn a DVD copy of it.
Oh hell yeah! Sell that in Armenian food markets.
Like, hey kids, you want to see the time your uncle killed that bat?
No, stop showing us that video. But I'm so proud of it.
Come on, it's Thanksgiving. We show it every time.
I imagine like some nice holiday narrator talking about that like once every holiday season. GPH gets his children round the living room to watch him and his brother strangle a bat. The children would scream in fear and despair, whilst GPH would pull out his pubic hair. Oh yeah, that's not the only crazy story I've had in the last week. I almost accidentally killed myself twice.
Fun.
So I was making some pancakes on a Friday morn, and while I was eating them, I accidentally chewed up and swallowed a piece of glass that somehow got in the pancake.
Interesting.
Somehow I was fine. I think I might have fucked up a tooth a little bit, but that's pretty much it.
Like, this pancake pancake seems crunchier than
That's
earlier.
that's what happened. I was like, I guess it's like one of those situations where you find something crunchy in soft food, and I didn't think much of it. And then I almost did it again. I bit into another pancake, and I heard a crunch, and I was like, okay, this isn't right. And I pulled out fucking glass out of the middle of the pancake. And I was like, oh.
Yeah, I don't know how the fuck this glass get into the pancake batter.
We smashed a cup the other day by accident, so maybe it flew into the mixing cup by mistake.
Ah, okay. At least there's some logical reasoning behind it. Other than someone's tried to murder you.
Okay, so here's the other situation. The very next day, my phone was, I woke up the next morning and my phone was very, very hot. And I don't know why. I pulled out my charger and there were charred bits of black in it. And I was like, oh, that's not good. And I thought, okay, maybe it's the charger's fault. These are like $10 chargers from the store. So I went to buy another charger, and it worked for a while, but then I pulled it out, and it was also charred black, so I was thinking, oh, this is the phone's problem. And
what did you do? Eat the battery?
No. No, okay, I'll get to it.
You nearly kill yourself with your phone.
I'll get to it, sorry. So, I talk about it with Reich. Fuck, sorry I doxed you. And he told me the reason that was happening is because my phone was on the verge of fucking exploding. I'm serious, it would have blown up had I... And I went to the store while we were getting the new phone. They told me, had I plugged in that phone a couple more times, it would have exploded.
Jesus Christ.
And I was thinking, I sleep with my phone right beside me, so if I had unplugged or plugged it back in, not noticing, it would have blown up in my face.
Yeah, just wake up in the middle of the night and it's like...
Phone need charging.
Nah, like, here's what they do. They make it sound like it's gonna be like a fucking huge-ass explosion, but then it's like, it just goes... and like a little poof of, like, smoke comes out of it.
Damn it!
Like, it's not that bad of an explosion, it just...
Oh yeah, this was the scariest part. That second time I unplugged my phone, it was sizzling and smoke came out. So they weren't kidding. So I can't use that phone ever again.
Let me plug it in a few more times. Yeah, the three fates from Greek mythology are just like slowly holding up your thread to a pair of scissors, like, he's gonna blow himself any minute now.
He's gonna die eventually. He has to die at some point. Yeah, God's looking down at me from the heavens being like, fucking die already!
God, that's still a stupid idea I want to do. Like just a random joke idea I'd come up with, where it's just called the bucket kicking society.
What, were they
There's
just
like
kill
a
people?
secret, like the secret underground cult of people that have like basically like the lore of it is that like this underground society that people don't know about, or like very elite members of society know about, and all they have is buckets of sand with like people's names on it, and then when it's someone's time to go, they kick over the bucket.
Okay. Wait a minute, so they kill the people and then kick their bucket, or they just wait for someone to die so they can kick over their bucket?
They kick the bucket and then someone dies.
Oh. I'm just imagining them, like, standing over a kid in a hospital and being like, yeah, kick the bucket! Oh, that's fun. Christians are stupid. Like, really stupid.
Really
It's weird just how much. Here's a consistent thing. When they get into arguments, they get into a corner, and it takes them a while to think of something, because they know they gotta think of an excuse to get out of this. And
Yeah.
they do a lot
Most
of...
of the time, like, because God.
It's not even an exaggeration, it really is because God. Somebody could be like, so what proves the existence of God? They could be like, well, God is pure and perfect and all-loving, and it's like, okay, fantastic, what does that got to do with anything?
I don't know.
Well, you're missing the point, you're not seeing my statement. They're fucking
So
crazy.
like all you're telling me is that God is an all good and all powerful being, but there's a well-known fact that power corrupts. So there's no possible way that God is this omnipotent being that's all powerful and somehow all good, because there's several stories in the Bible that show him being quite the asshole.
In fact, I might call him the worst being in living history. He's killed more people than Hitler.
Yeah, man, he's wiped out the human population because he wanted to.
Yeah.
Like, why are you not worshiping me? That's it. I'm hitting the reset button.
This batch is no good.
Like, you are nothing but gingerbread people to me.
I baked this one wrong. Let's put them all in hell.
And then like he picks out specific people to fuck with, and he's like, "Run, run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man."
I am the funny man. I lol.
Like, he rips off their legs and threatens to tear off their gumdrop buttons.
Oh yeah. That's what God does with people he doesn't like. He puts them on a little tray and like plucks pieces of them off.
What would you do if you, like, if you actually, like, went to heaven and found out that God was, like, just as short as, like, Lord Farquaad?
That'd be funny. I like the idea, though, that he's giant but still short-looking. Tell me, what was the latest thing you jerked off to?
I don't know.
Okay. My latest masturbatory adventure was Shrek and Farquaad.
God damn it, why was I thinking of something Shrek related?
'Cause we both did it! Admit to it! I'm kidding, I didn't masturbate to Shrek stuff. Shrek's not gross, he's a fine lad.
Like, Shrek is like the representation of what all men want. To be just like gross assholes that are just able to do whatever the fuck they want and be alone.
Yeah, and Eddie Murphy is their best friend.
Yeah, they're aware how to find a misogynist. They always have a poorly 3D modeled donkey with the voice of Eddie Murphy. Or Eddie Murphy impersonators.
Well, Shrek isn't poorly Actually, I went back and watched some clips from Shrek, and Shrek is strangely good looking for the times. Like, that movie came out in 2001.
It's like looking at Cars and people saying it looks like shit, and it's like, no, the first Cars movie looks fucking good.
It looks gorgeous, especially that opening scene.
Yeah, like, the lighting in that scene is just amazing. Especially, like, coming from, like, when the first few Pixar movies, like Toy Story and Bug's Life, and then seeing that, like, that's a huge step up.
That was interesting to compare, too. Like, Pixar still wasn't quite a hold of humans yet, even when they did things like The Incredibles. But Shrek just immediately knocked it out of the park. It looked great, even if some stuff is still uncanny. People look like Sims characters.
Yeah.
It still looked great.
Actually, that's something Pixar that I watched recently. I watched the new Buzz Lightyear movie.
Is it any good?
I like it. It's good in my book.
Generally, is it irritating? Is it entertaining?
Yeah, it's got a few good jokes here and there. It's got an interesting plot twist.
I think I saw the plot twist. Some Zerg, I don't know.
Yeah, it involves Zurg.
So with that, have you seen any of the other modern Pixar films?
Don't plan on watching Encanto anytime soon. Same thing with Luca.
Encanto's not
Same
Pixar.
thing. What's that?
Encanto's Disney.
Oh, well, fuck Encanto anyway, because that
Yeah.
movie looks like garbage.
It's kind of boring.
Probably. Yeah, look, one, it looks boring, and two, it looks like it only has one good song, and it's the one everyone made a meme out of.
Yeah. The fucking Bruno song is super good, but the other ones are whatever. They're not bad, but they're not great either. They don't stick to your head like a parasite.
Come on, Oscar, you can do it.
Oh.
You're getting closer, my boy.
Sorry. God damn it.
Sorry. I just remember I was thinking of a fucking cartoon to make it work where like where like Donald is dry heaving or it just sounds like he's gonna throw up. And Mickey and Goofy are around him, and he's like, "What do I do? I don't know what to do in this situation. Just pat his back, help him throw up." I thought about a lot of those actually. For some reason, I also thought about one with like Mario and Luigi trying to help a Goomba, and the Goomba's like acting like a cat, and he's like, "Luigi, what do I do? Just pat his back, Mario. Just pat his back. It'll help him."
Yeah, just make it one of the cat Goombas from 3D World.
Oh yeah, I forgot those existed. I don't think I've played 3D World since I bought Bowser's Fury.
Oh, something about Bowser's Fury I like. It's also, it's kind of a bit of like a love-hate relationship with like Bowser's Fury, because it's like, I want to like it, but at the same time, it's like, it's so short. And yet, it's like, here's how we do 3D Mario.
I like that it's short, honestly. I'm really getting into short games. It's because you can wrap your head around them, get to know everything about it, and you can beat it faster and faster. That's why I like Sonic CD.
It's basically kind of why I like... I guess that's why, like, basically why I like Punch-Out as this franchise, because it's nice and short and not overly complicated. Like, besides, like, the figuring out how to, like, actually fight people in the game. Like, hey guys, welcome back to Sonic Origins, because GPH isn't good at anything else.
No. I'm good at stuff. I don't know what I'm good at, honestly.
Welcome back to GPH Draws, and Jason sits there staring at a blank piece of paper.
Hey guys, welcome back to Drawtism. Today we're gonna be drawing all of the US presidents. Except Donald Trump, because he'd be too easy. Have you been keeping up with US politics any?
Not really. Like, not since I heard that, like, Joe Biden was like, yeah, the banning abortion law was actually really stupid. I'm changing that now.
Banning abortion was wrong. I'm sorry.
And here's the statement from the president.
Why did I fucking do Stimpy for Joe Biden?
Yeah, there we are. Just do a crossover between those two.
Ren and Stimpy and the US government?
No, just like Stimpy, but as Joe Biden. Yeah, they love Joe Biden, but just for the stupid shit that he says. I remember where it's like he's trying to There's just like I forget what the fuck the context is, but like it eventually ends with him saying like to like honor, like he says like to honor the Holocaust. I mean, like what the fuck, man?
President Stimpy will be on stage and says,
You know, that Hitler guy, he didn't actually do anything wrong.
"That's stupid."
Like, Hitler had the right idea in mind.
He had the
Just
right idea.
attacking the wrong group of people.
You see, Hitler, great idea, bad execution.
Well, good execution.
What we really need to do is attack the Democrats.
Democrats are like Jews.
Put them all in the United States gas chambers.
We spent money on those gas chambers. They need to be used.
Everybody called Trump the next Hitler when really it was Joe Biden. Susan, don't freak out. We're fucking joking.
I'm gonna say the N-word, Susan.
Don't do it! What do I fucking do?
You win.
I didn't think about it that way.
Yeah, see? Glad you have me around, Rick.
Yeah. Now to make another cartoon about why you're a douche. I don't know. That's what I do.
Yeah, like Jason only exists in this universe, and Red is portrayed by, and Red is the representation of GPH, because GPH doesn't exist in this universe.
It's the good universe. Next time I do a cartoon and it happens to be about you being a dick, I gotta put, like, text on the beginning of it that says, "This is my best friend."
Oh, that reminds me. I watched Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
Is it any good?
I didn't even finish the movie. Like,
Oof.
oh yeah, there was a lot of like. There's like one part of the movie where like Wanda's at this like sacred temple place, and Doctor Strange like makes her walk into like a trap that puts her like that basically like traps her inside of like a mirror dimension, and like
I heard about that.
Like, she's like trapped inside of like a kaleidoscope.
That's the mirror dimension that's supposed to be inescapable, and then she escapes it immediately, doesn't she?
Pretty much, yeah.
Nice.
Or she's like, or like the thing that happens is that like she uses reflections to see into the outside, like into the world around her, and uses them as portals to yank people from out, like in the real world, into the mirror dimension, and then she uses this like the same kind of reflections to like pull herself out.
Oh.
And then the only reason that she's able to follow the Mexican girl is she uses the whatever the fuck the evil book is called, and is basically able to possess alternate versions of her in different realities.
Oh yeah.
And they call it like dream walking or some shit.
Is that the part where she finds her babies and then she kills herself?
No, I didn't even watch that part because I already knew that happened.
Hmm.
Like, yeah, like I basically already knew that stuff happened, but I don't know. It just really wasn't that great of a movie.
Yeah.
It was basically just like let's shit on well, it doesn't shit on Doctor Strange. Okay, it kind of shits on Doctor Strange. Never mind. Now I'm thinking about it.
Why does it poo on Strange?
Like, it makes Doctor Strange look like a fucking side character in his own fucking movie.
That's stupid. Why do they shit on him? Is it because of what happened in No Way Home?
No, everyone forgot Wanda's just sitting over here like, you gave the time stone to Thanos. And it's like, yeah, he did. What
And-
about it, bitch?
And you gave the bitch stone to the whole world. Bitch.
Something I'm glad about, at least, is that the movie actually portrays Wanda as the antagonist, like... But then, like, the thing that annoys me is that there's still people out there that are like, yeah, you go, girl, girl power, motherly love, triumphs over all.
Oh, so they didn't go back on that? I heard that's what they did in the movie, where it's like they try to make her empathetic, but she does horrible stuff, but they keep trying to make her empathetic. Did they just go bad guy?
Yeah, that, like... It's it's mostly like a lot of people like understanding the pain she's going through, but actually also understanding like you're fucking killing people, Wanda. You're kind of being a bitch.
Yeah, there's a point where it's like, okay, you murdered an innocent daddy for no reason.
Yeah, you turned a man into fucking blue spaghetti. Who the fuck does that?
That should especially be an action she's against, because her fucking hubby's dead.
On top of it, it's like, what the fuck, man? It's just like, is their mother still alive? Yeah. Then someone will still be there to look after them. Like, what the fuck?
Now you are noodle. Fuck.
Right, and then also, yeah, the smartest man alive. Black Bolt can wipe you out with one word from his mouth. It's like, what mouth? Oh shit, you killed Black Bolt. Okay, big hand.
Black Bolt can say word. What word? And then Black Bolt turns retarded. No, the submarine level. I love those. I love when I can't take it anymore.
Yeah, these are the best levels in the game, don't you know?
No. My wiener's gonna fall off.
Miyamoto was working with the team and said, like, we need the water levels, like in Super Mario Land.
And then they said no, and he said, do. And he did it more and more aggressively until they did what he wanted.
Out of anyone at Nintendo, what person would you think would be like, or like anyone at Nintendo past or present, like which one do you think might be like the biggest asshole?
Ooh, that's tricky. Probably Reggie, but I'm not saying he wouldn't be like, he'd be like a tough love mentor. That's the way I see him. Is he would be very pushy, and you'd be mad at him in the moment, but at the end of the day, you'd be like, wow, thank you for being a jerk.
Thank you for being an ass.
He'd be the kind of guy where, like, at one point you would have enough of his shit, and then you'd get mad at him, and he'd be like, you don't fucking talk to me that way, and you'd be like, right, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Don't kill me, Reggie.
Who do you think would be the biggest asshole?
Bright red.
He opens his strange, gum-filled mouth. Something's up with his mouth, but I can't put my finger on it.
Reggie looks like a monster. Like, he's got such a baby face for a human.
But at the same time, he's got some strange, rigidly built brick head.
Yeah, he looks like a block, but he also has got, like, this face of, like, a child.
I told you, he's Frankenstein. Who do you think would be the biggest asshole at Nintendo?
I kind of, like, just, like, off the top of my head, I'm probably, like, so far I'm just, like, thinking, like, probably fucking Miyamoto. Because I could see him being, like, a huge asshole.
In what kind of way? Just kind of mean?
just like like not really like doing much to help be a like he doesn't like he's not a, like he's a boss like in terms of like he's just really bossy, really mean, doesn't really give a shit about his workers' time or
Hmm.
shit like that. Like he doesn't do much to help. He's just kind of sitting there giving orders the entire time.
I could see him being the kind of guy who's like a bit of a turd, where occasionally he does something where you're like, dude, what the fuck? I've had enough. I can't do this fucking game no more.